Hello everyone! Welcome back to EV 2021. We just finished watching Limited 1 and we're coming up to Capcom's presentation.
Yep, and apparently someone fucked up because apparently it's only on the E3 Twitch page, but the Capcom USA Twitch page is saying E3 presentation.
I do not know
So,
what to tell you.
so someone messed up.
Uh, with this in mind, guys. Actually, if I just bring up the
Oh no. Oh no.
where is
Here you go. Here's Kratos. I don't know if that's good
okay.
or bad.
I guess I put I guess I put it somewhere else. Thank you.
Alright, give me
Thank
one
you,
moment.
Windows. So it seems here that according it seems that they're focusing on Ace Attorney, Re- Resident Evil Village, Monster Hunter Rise, and Monster Hunter Stories.
Damn it, give us
These
some
are
Mega Man.
Sidekick and
Mega
If
Man.
Thunder.
if this is correct, then then they're not gonna do information. They're probably not gonna be getting too high a score.
Let's put it this way: if they don't show anything other than those three games, I would actually drop out of this call. That is how much I would hate them for it. Like, let's put it this way: they don't actually.
4 because Rise and Stories.
No, that's why I said I'm just dropping if I don't hear anything other than those games.
Yeah, cause
Like they're not getting a score from me at all. They're getting a 0 from me if they don't show anything other than those four games.
unfortunately, Village has already been released. So what?
What the hell are you going to talk about?
The only thing that they can talk about as far as Village is concerned is DLC. Which, let's be honest, as Capcom, we're getting a DLC campaign for Village.
Yeah, my main question is why did they call it Village and not 8? Because clearly it's number 8 in the series.
Okay, you wanna know why it's called Village? Autumn, what's the Roman numeral for 8?
Fucking bullshit. Just call it 8 Village. Don't make that pun because you're going to confuse people.
They
But
did,
that's the thing. It's in the actual thing.
yes, it's in the name Village because VII. They did the exact same thing with I think they did the same with 7, I believe.
Yeah,
That's
but
why
there
those
you
type of
actually
names are
there they just got
stupid.
there they could just fit it into evil.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, they couldn't do that this time. They couldn't do that this time, though. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's right because VII is 7. Yeah.
mean, it works if you do
Okay,
the
masquerade.
lowercase I to uppercase I's. It's stupid.
Yeah, but
Either way, it's stupid.
with 7 they had a fun naming gag and named the game on the other. Uh, oh yeah, because it's usually called Biohazard over in Japan and Resident Evil over here. Okay, yeah, that was
Either way, I still want to punch Capcom, the Capcom worker who made that choice.
okay. They had a bit of fun there, so I can't blame them for number 7, and I won't blame them for
7,
8
I
either.
give them. 7,
Ooh,
I will
Carnivore.
give them. 7 is fine enough for a name because at least there it's like, okay, yes, worth fair enough. At least have a good thing going on there. But with Village, it's like,
How about we get off this subject?
it annoys me. As an English major, it annoys me.
Mon with
Aaron.
with Monster Hunter Rise, we're probably gonna be told about a new monster. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get a collaboration or something. Because I think they said during the last Monster Hunter Direct that they were going to be doing more collaborations.
They did say that.
So who knows? Bahamut coming to Monster Hunter Rise.
Which one at this point?
Hey, we actually got Dragon Rush. Oh shit, I should probably actually check what Dragon Rush is. Oh no!
Don't
Oh!
mind Matsui, guys, and Pokemon
Pokemon
Randomizer being
Randomizer.
being played in the background while waiting for it to start.
And apparently, it's bad for her right now.
I'm sorry, he found a wild Togepi!
With with let's see, with Monster Hunter Stories, I'm interested to see what they show about it because I haven't played the original stories. I've heard decent things about it, but I haven't gone out and bought it myself.
Same.
Meanwhile, with Great Ace Attorney, let's just say me and Phineas are looking forward to getting the marathon started.
Yep.
Hex, wild nature.
And then we can
Okay, it knows
when we
drought.
and then once we get there, we can drag Matsuri into Matsuri in once we get to Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright.
Oh no, I was going to do it anyway.
Oh yeah.
So,
Mm,
thoughts on this Togepi dude?
and yes, people, I'm gonna be completely frank with you. I have gone and ordered a Phoenix Wright cosplay just for this upcoming marathon.
Have fun with the temper control for that because apparently those cosplays get hot.
Uh, I'll be fine. I'll like and and at the very least, I'm gonna be starting the the days that the marathon starts is going to be at about 11 o'clock in the evening my time.
Oh yeah, so at least have the chill going on there.
Yeah, that's the general plan. There will be a slight small break in the marathon, especially like on the second week, because as it turns out, the week after I start the marathon, the family's going up to go and visit my gran up at Newcastle. So as annoying as it is, the marathon's gonna be the first week. Me and Phineas will probably get the tutorial case plus the first case done.
Yeah, which definitely doesn't end on a cliffhanger for you guys.
Because let's be honest, Phineas, and if we did like just a tutorial case, then that would be like the shortest stream ever.
Yes,
Yeah,
it would.
we'll do the first. Okay, so for games 1 and 2, I think for games 1 and 2, we'll probably do both tutorial case and secondary case. But seeing seeing the contents for games 3 through 6,
Yeah,
You might
the tutorial case ends up being just as long as a regular case.
yeah,
because in
you
game
could
3 it's a prequel case. In game 4 it catches us up to speed on what happened. Same with game 5, and then game 6 introduces our new setting, and they're all pretty relevant and deserve their own stream.
yeah. You can make arguments both ways for it though, for free.
Free's tutorial case I remember being just as long as a regular case.
That's why I think you can make arguments.
Especially because correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure there's an actual save point in the middle of the tutorial cases from 3 onwards.
Yes, there is.
So
And likewise, Silver, if it takes too long, if a case starts to drag on, will we just agree to split the case up amongst 2 different streams?
yeah, if a case takes too long, we're definitely going to have to split it up for case 5 in the first game.
Case 5 in most games are gonna have to split up.
Yeah.
Hey Silver, don't you love the blue badger jingle?
Do 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 do.
Oh, Jesus Christ, it's killing everything on the team.
God. Don't mind me, just watching E3 at mainstream and Soldier Boy's on screen. Get him out of here!
Now, thankfully, I've played, like the first, 1 through 3. As far as Apollo's concerned, I remember the first 3 cases vividly well. That 4th case, no, that's gonna be a doozy.
For reference, I'll be in chat, so if need be, I can help Phineas and Silver get cutoff points.
Investigations 1, that's gonna be a. I think with investigations, apart from the first case, the rest of the cases might need splitting up.
Yeah, I
We
think
found the
investigation.
second legendary.
And we're back! I am so sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I had a random blue screen.
Oh, damn.
So, yeah. I'm
Bryce.
I don't know what caused it, but we're back. Let's see, where were we?
Okay, found it again.
Yes. If investigations as cases tend to be a bit, I want to say just a smidge bit longer than your average Ace Attorney case.
But But Silver, Turnabout Ablaze.
Okay, you know to about the blaze, I might have to split up into I'm definitely gonna have to split up.
So once you know you're gonna split up, I would say split at the save point. This that way you got a clear cutting point.
Oh yeah, that's definitely.
Because Silver, aren't extraterritorial rights fun?
They are not.
They could suck a dick,
The
regardless of what country you're in.
okay, without giving it away for the people who haven't seen investigations before, the main villain in the final case is probably my least favorite villain in the entire Ace Attorney franchise. Just because he is that annoying
Yes, he's definitely annoying.
and drags out the case for like what 3 times longer than it really needs to be.
I would say 5 times as long.
Like I think the actual like because the cases are split up into beginning part 1 and 3, middle is part 1 and 2, then I think end is part 1, 2, and 3 again.
And I think it's got beginning. It's got the case 1 through 3, middle 1 through 2, and 1 through 3, epilogue 1 and 2.
Like
What the shit?
the final showdown itself takes like an hour to like 2 hours.
Yes, the final showdown itself will be its own goddamn stream, and we know it.
Yeah. That is the one thing I'm not looking forward to. Turnabout the Blaze. Also, hey Bryce.
Yo.
Also, yes, that is right.
How was class?
Annoying as shit. We did a lot of writing.
You know what?
Oh yeah, Minako knows that it gets. Oh yeah, Minako knows that it technically gets worse than Turnabout Ablaze eventually.
It gets bad.
But I can't really spoil. But I can't really spoil anything about that case. So.
Yeah, you do literally drag out the case longer than Von Karma, who objects every time. So yeah, you can tell that the final villain in Investigations 1 is I hate that guy.
Yeah, I've watched the Great Ace Attorney, and that final villain gets pretty bad too, but still not as bad as Investigations 1, for the record. It gets close though.
For the record, Investigations 2 and everything after Apollo Justice is gonna be entirely blind. So, yay for me!
Have fun with that.
I've ordered a physical copy of Great Ace Attorney of Amazon, so yay! Physical copies of pretty much everything.
Yeah, and for the record, I have not played games. I've read the scripts. Let's put it this way: Investigations 1 script was longer for the whole game's dialogue. Was longer for Investigations 1 than the entirety of the games for all the 3DS games combined. Which is a lot.
So is Capcom gonna be starting soon?
Yep, in about a minute.
It's starting right about now, give or take. About 2 minutes.
But yeah, I can't.
I'll be doing I'll be doing the games all on the original hardware, except for obviously Investigations 2.
God, that game.
I've been asked if I'm gonna do the trilogy, the first game via the HD trilogy because it's apparently a better translation. But honestly, I prefer the sprites on the original DS version, and I kind of want to honor where the game originally started.
Maybe do both versions so that way you can show the differences.
Possibly.
Okay,
This is
we're
actually
just
not a
gonna wait
bit
till they
longer,
can get
but
better
would
balls.
be
'cause this
perfect.
guy-
100% here for it. Also, there's a character in there named Herlock Sholmes. I mean, let him alone. I'm just
Alright.
like, I'm exactly. I was like,
Alright, let's oh wait just one moment.
I'll let you know when they start the switch over. Server.
Alright. They should be
Yeah,
starting.
'cause we're doing it.
There we go.
Here we freaking go. E3
Fighter 6.
exclusive.
Street Fighter 6, let's go.
You know what? I'd be happy with that because at least it's something new.
I would like to see one surprise here, particularly something Mega Man related if we can.
I think Street Fighter though. If I gotta choose between,
Why? So they
Sure.
can cancel it again?
don't toy with me like that.
welcome to the Capcom E3
Did he get
Showcase.
kicked?
I'm your host,
Yep.
Rachel Clerico, aka
I think he deserved it.
Guide as we walk through the latest releases, news, and updates from Capcom. We'll hear from the Resident Evil Village team, share some news from the world of Monster Hunter, and get the latest on Ace Attorney. Then we'll wrap up with some updates from our friends at Capcom Fighters. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started. Our first stop today, Resident Evil Village.
Alright.
The Resident Evil franchise continues to pioneer the latest and greatest in survival horror. The team has been blown away by the response to Resident Evil Village, which launched last month.
Yeah,
Fighters.
people.
Show the world another chapter in
Ooh.
this decades-long story as the franchise celebrates its 25th anniversary this year. I'm honored to be able to
25
introduce
years,
Jason Conrad,
Jesus.
producer on Resident Evil Village, with a special message for the fans. Another time. Bye-bye. There's nothing to fear.
Okay, okay. Cool. Okay.
Okay, okay.
I think it's time you left things in my hands.
I'm liking this music. Okay, so what's the DLC that you're giving for us?
We're gonna add Mr. X.
Hi
Watch it.
everyone, my name is Tsuyoshi Kanda, producer on Resident Evil Village. I wanted to take this opportunity to thank everyone who's prayed since we launched the game in May. We hope you're
Mike.
enjoying this new chapter in survival horror. As a reminder, everyone who purchases Resident Evil Village will gain free access to our online multiplayer title, Resident Evil Reverse, where players
Oh,
go
good to me.
head-to-head with their favorite Resident
Okay.
Evil heroes and bioweapons. I'm now happy to announce that Resident Evil Reverse will go live next month across all supported platforms. So head into the fray to celebrate the Resident Evil 25th anniversary.
Okay, so they're just giving away the multiplayer without needing to get the game then.
Was it good?
So,
By popular demand, development has just started on additional DLC. More info later. Okay, so basically they told us nothing.
For that wonderful update.
But it's
Next up,
okay.
think
At
we
least
just-
news
I
from
think
the
at
world's
least
they're
Monster
just
Hunter.
saying-
Yeah,
at
sorry
least
about that, Ladia.
at least they're just saying, hey, we're working on DLC because of popular demand.
First, let's dive into the
which I'm not
brand new
surprised
Resident
about
Evil
because that
Sorry for
goddamn
that.
series, Monster
because all those
Hunter
goddamn
Mhm.
Sims.
Wings of Ruin.
Ooh,
I
Dragon
do.
Ball.
I am liking these transitions.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, now why is Arathalos fighting against Nergigante? What? Exactly. He never stood a fucking chance.
Red may have been strong and skilled, but against the awesome power of nature, he was merely a man. He never stood a chance.
All around, things just kept getting worse. But I heard.
Guardian Ratha.
I went there to
The
see that
Sith? Are you
what it's
on?
called.
Then, of course, that's when I met you.
Right.
You were given Red's kinship stone, and now a
Okay,
Rathalos
that's
head.
cute.
This is destiny. This is the legendary
That is adorable.
the monster with the wings of ruin. It's said that a beat of its wings can bring about waves of destruction.
Many people believe there's a connection between the strange happenings and the wings of ruin.
This looks like a really good RPG.
Oh yeah, the original was fun.
Much light.
Yeah, Monster Hunter Stories is really good.
I still need to play it, so
I might give it a shot later then.
yeah, that's how I feel.
What's this whole
Oh, I love how this looks.
with monsters? How do you control them?
It's not about control. Monsters help riders of their
So they're going for a Pokemon situation with this.
It always has been.
Bias.
monsters and riders are just
Monster Hunter Stories has always been that way.
What kind of power does Ratha really have? Why are all of these pits appearing? And who are those people who want to take Ratha for themselves? All I have are questions.
If there's worry or doubt in your voice, Ratha will become anxious too. He needs to know that you will protect him no matter what.
I can sense the flames of his life force weakening. The burden of such great power is too much for his body to bear.
a voice. Can you hear it?
Riders can bond with monsters.
Monsties.
Surely you can groove with fellow humans.
They have the power of kinship. They're friends. They're monsties.
What is that term, monsties?
Everyone they meet. That makes
I love the art style.
Yes,
Is
indeed.
that a fucking Mega Evolution style bullshit?
I believe in the strength of humanity.
I think so.
Capcom have been fairly decent at telling decent, you know, plot.
Oh.
Yes, when they got good translations of different questions over.
Oh, Monster Hunter Rise DLC.
Featuring free title updates. Oh hey!
Yeah.
Oh hey! It's that Is the
It's Rise's Palamute.
yeah? The thank you for reminding me of the name. Update 1 Paramute available in July. Okay, that's a nice. Oh, trial version 25th of June. We're getting the free demo.
Yo.
Yo, did you? Oh, those outfits and armor. Oh,
They have amiibo?
July 9th. That is not too far.
Looks pretty epic, right?
Nope.
And how about that announcement?
That is really
The
close.
canine companion Palamute from Monster Hunter Rise will be joining Monster Hunter Stories 2 as one of the new monsties in the first free title update coming soon after the game's release.
Oh,
You
Avalanche.
can get an early peek at the game with the Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin trial version starting on June 25th, which also carries your progress over to the full game release just a few weeks later on July 9th. That's not the only way to join the
Not a
hunt.
fucking
I never run demos and can carry the save data over.
And we have even
Which is
more
so
fun
nice.
including a new collaboration on the rise. Let's find out more.
Oh, new collaboration. So, what,
They're collabing with themselves.
yeah, what are they going to collab with this time?
So that character.
Capcom collab number 1 is going to be with Monster Hunter Rise, we know this. This
That makes
was,
sense.
yeah, this was said during the last direct.
Okay, I see what they're doing.
What will it
Also, you're collabing Monster Hunter with Monster Hunter.
Yes.
I guess it's two different universes.
I know, but like,
I know
this
what you
does
mean.
not feel like a collab.
I know what you mean. It does feel redundant.
It counts. It does
Oh.
count.
We're adding new event quests, okay?
Okay, 3.1. I still need to get Rise
Oh.
Same here.
Um,
and Icy Blades. Nice.
see. Okay. Oh. Okay.
Okay, so you can play dead. That's a good way of fooling the monster. That legit looked like Hedwig for a moment.
And there's the roadmap.
Available in June 24.
Wow, this is a lot.
There has never been a better time to be a Monster Hunter fan. With all the new updates to Monster Hunter Rise and the launch of Monster Hunter Stories 2 this summer. We can't wait to hear about your own stories of adventure.
Oh.
Well, that's not the only thing Capcom has in store for us this July.
Oh, yeah.
Fans of Phoenix Wright will have new chapters to explore with the release of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles.
We already knew about
American
that,
and
though.
European future attorneys will finally be able to get their hands on the Great Ace Attorney.
Yeah, so far information's gonna be at like a 2.
Which were previously only available in Japan.
This is probably only for the masters, which are stupid.
Play as Ryunosuke Naruhodo, Phoenix Wright's ancestor, in this action-packed prequel. Now let's hear more about the story.
So then, let us unravel this mystery. Welcome to the center of the world.
And his great assistant, Herlock Sholmes.
Genius move on their part.
I will become a lawyer. I have to.
I am liking the voice acting.
So then, let us unravel this mystery and discover what events led to...
Hi, Herlock.
Who are you? Herlock Sholmes. You must have heard of me.
We must solve this case, Naruhodo-san.
Let us engage in the art of
Oh, they actually use honorifics.
Well, what have we here?
Keep in mind that this Phoenix character, I forget the name, is from Japan in the story.
I know, but it's still nice to actually hear, you know, it's in...
Objection! Your testimony completely contradicts the facts.
I forget this guy's name.
Objection! My lord, with all due respect, this is an outrage!
And of course, the music is still great.
What day is it coming out?
July 27th on PS4.
Hey, if anybody wants to buy it for me for my birthday, that's 7 days after.
Where you can take on the role of a defense.
I would if I had the money.
We all want to see some gameplay, right? Let's take a closer first look at 2 gameplay features new to the franchise in the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles.
They said minor spoilers ahead.
Dude, we just got Psycho Cut.
Hello, I'm Jonathan, Capcom's marketing brand manager for the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles.
So this is the capital of Great Britain.
Where to?
The Supreme Court in Whitehall, if you wouldn't mind.
The Capcom team is thrilled to present 2 new gameplay features, Dance of Deduction and Summation Examination, coming to the Ace Attorney series.
Oh, this looks so great on Switch. You know, like, because obviously this was a 3DS title at first.
While investigating to prove your client's innocence, players will come across conspicuous situations that require further examination with the help of Ryunosuke's legal aid Suzato and the brilliance of deduction from Detective Herlock. Herlock will proceed to present his logic and reasoning spectacular, a grandiose yet flawed series of conjectures.
Who should what should we replace it with?
I adored the concert that Ace Attorney had a couple of months back rather. Either way, it wasn't that long ago.
I did not mean to do that.
Ryunosuke and Susato will then discuss to correct the flaws in Herlock's deductions. At this point, players will be prompted to search for clues that help identify the errors in the detective's logic and reveal the truth to the mystery. As players present new evidence and observations, Herlock will amend his deductions based on the new information. Upon uncovering the truth, Ryunosuke and Herlock enter into a semi-metaphorical, semi-literal dance that brings them to the conclusion of the dance of deduction.
I think Silver is getting some free puzzle solved for him.
I love orchestrated music.
Yep.
They weren't kidding when they said minor spoilers ahead.
Yeah, they did say minor, so I'm pretty much okay with this. Besides, it's not like they're telling us how to do every puzzle.
Yeah.
And I have the.
I'm assuming that's also the tutorial one anyway.
In courtroom battles, players will attempt to convince 6 jurors of the innocence of their client. Their progress will be displayed and represented by 2 scales of justice, one black, representing a guilty verdict, and one white, representing a
Besides, I have the memory of a goldfish. I'll probably forget all these by the time this comes out.
Take the stand to face off against
That's why I'm assuming this is these are the tutorial one or the first cases, because I actually don't recognize the character models, so.
You'll have to identify conflicting statements and sway the jury in your favor. Examine each statement carefully and select 2 contradicting jurors to call out the flaws in their logic.
Objection!
Be ready to provide evidence from the court record to help.
Oh, and they bring back the knife icons.
When you successfully point out one of these contradictions,
I personally prefer the icons to the health bar.
Fist, each juror you persuade will send a fiery ball towards the scales above and literally tip the scales of justice in your favor. Bring each contradiction to light and persuade the jury to help prove your client's innocence.
Objection! My lord, with all due respect, this is an outrage!
This has just been a small taste of the exciting new gameplay features in the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles.
Don't worry about, and by the way, Silver, don't worry, you're gonna get a chance to help to practice with the system before you play the game. A similar system is used during Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright.
Yeah.
Assuming that he does things that one first. Very depends on which one comes out. He does first.
Let's close out today's showcase with a few words from 2 of the stars of Capcom Fighters. Rob TV
esports.
They'll tell us what's been going on with Capcom Esports, including updates on the Capcom Pro Tour, Intel World
Mike,
Really,
so it's my
this is how you're choosing to close it off?
Over to you guys.
yeah, well, at least this amount of I'm not angry because at least it's something unique.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the Capcom Esports presentation for E3 2021. My name is Vicious, commentator.
So Capcom's probably gonna be losing this E3.
Oh, definitely.
Which is impressive.
Goodness, Vicious. Host extraordinaire. That just sounds beautiful. It has a ring to it.
That depends on whether or not they throw a curveball at us at the end. Because remember that they could use the esports to reveal Street Fighter stuff because that is esport.
The long and the short of it is this. We travel all around the world, state to state, country to country, and we try to bring our opponents.
You're not wrong there, Minigo.
Yes. Again, folks, if they don't throw anything too unique, I will actually drop out this call and my score will be absolutely 0 across the board for Capcom.
So in this year's CPT overall, it's a series of tournaments that have $5,000 on the line for each tournament. But that money alone, that's not what's really at stake here. It's about making it to the granddaddy of them all, Capcom Cup.
Unfortunately, I don't care too much for esports.
At least the fighting games are unique enough to be fun enough to watch.
2021 official stage and set, and that's a place that you are very, very familiar with.
That's right. We take all of our events and broadcast it live from this stage, and we check out all of the top competitors from each and every one of these regions. And speaking of, the Capcom Pro Tour has shaped up a lot.
Granted, enjoyment, I can probably give them a 2 because, they haven't been, the presenters themselves haven't been boring.
For players from around the world to get that ticket.
I disagree.
Yeah, we disagree.
Not only can you catch the Capcom Pro Tour live on the Capcom Fighters channel, you can
Well, at least, they seem like that they give a, they give a damn, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To become a successful Street Fighter V player, as well as catching some of the community-focused content that we have on Capcom Fighters. We have No Neutral, the official pre-show of the Capcom Pro Tour. We have sets where we take players from around the world and play off in an exhibition first to 10. Not only that,
If they had to tell us something about the fighting game side, they could have at least have told us about a new character that was coming or something.
Like I said, I'm gonna hold off until the end of the stream before I drop because they might have a surprise.
They probably don't have anything, to be honest, because they're still talking about the league of Street Fighter.
Yeah.
And Street Fighter right now isn't that exciting.
Because so far we know that one of the next characters that's coming is coming from Fighting Vipers.
I personally didn't expect anything out of Capcom because they already Village Rise and Stories 2 have been announced and released. Announced or released, so I didn't really expect anything from Capcom. The collab between Rise and Stories is a surprise, but
they
really
literally announced that collab during the previous Monster Hunter Direct.
Yeah. So I didn't really expect anything out of Capcom, so yeah.
I didn't expect anything, and I'm still disappointed. Jinx.
I got me and Jared both had the same joke.
In fact, we're going to be continuing off with the Midwest region for the Capcom Pro Tour. I know you're definitely excited about that. 100%.
If they had said, honestly, if they said one thing Mega Man related, I'd be on the complete 180.
Yes.
I really doubt it because they announced development for Resident Evil Village DLC. They're still working on Rise, and Rise has a big has a lot of employees. So
Silver, does that give basically summarize your thoughts?
Yes.
Me and Silver's.
If they did announce something Mega Man, it would have been probably a slight pixel remaster or something.
Cause like when they mentioned that there's DLC coming for Village, but they mentioned nothing about it. You know, just like it's happening.
It was probably a last minute decision.
Season so far, and I can't wait to see how this plays out on the road to Capcom Cup.
Yep, there it is. That's everything.
Capcom Fighters Twitch and YouTube
Okay,
channels
have fun.
the latest matches. So that's a wrap for Capcom at E3 this year. We all saw. Resident Evil Village is back with the latest
Okay, so
before
what?
you start, before anything, I'm gonna wait until the very end.
We just saw this, and your presentation did not take that long, lady.
It was only half an hour.
To tap into the family history of Phoenix Wright and solve new cases. Finally, don't miss out on the esports fun. Make sure you catch the latest matches with Capcom Fighters. There really is something for everyone.
You know, I might actually have to agree with Miniko on this one.
Conversation on Twitter, and make sure you check out the Capcom virtual booth on the E3 portal to watch
And goodbye.
videos again and more.
Wow, Autumn was not kidding.
AKA Seltzer, thank you for
I
being part
mean,
of the Capcom experience at E3.
Autumn only cared about Street Fighter, so it really doesn't surprise me that Autumn gave it a 0. They expected something Street Fighter and still got like Autumn was not expecting Street Fighter and still got disappointed because they didn't get any Street Fighter, which is what I'm confused
They got
about. If they're gonna do anything Street Fighter, if Capcom was gonna do anything Street Fighter, it was gonna be the League because Street Fighter 5 is getting its final version. It's getting.
I wasn't expecting too much either, but you know, this is like the first time, at least to my knowledge, that they've done like a proper E3 presentation. So I wanted to. Cause like, let's see here. Information. They really gave us no information because the only thing that was new in terms of information really was the fact that there's DLC coming for Resident Evil 8.
They at least told us that they are going to work on DLC for Village. It's just that it was a last minute decision because the fact that they had a message just tells me that they weren't expecting the fan base to blow up about Ray Dimitrescu as big as they did.
But the
They told us that Character Rising Stories is getting a collab isn't a surprise.
Because
It's just something that they had to announce.
well, no, I can't accept that because again, it was just a like, you know, like nearly just like 2 weeks ago or something that they had a Monster Hunter Direct, and they talked about that collab then.
Yeah, that is true. But at least they showed us now exactly what is that they were gonna bring to each of the teams, and I'm forgetting something else.
That I'm
They showed us how the gameplay, what's the gameplay. So that's again. Do we just want to agree to a 1-0-1? One for information, no 0 for enjoyment, 1 for hype. I'm fine with that. If Capcom left stories 2 for E3, maybe that would have been more exciting to see.
Yeah, if they didn't have a Monster Hunter Direct like literally just a couple of weeks ago, then yeah, things would have been different. I think we can probably average out at 101, yeah.
Yeah, they probably did this all last minute because I think they showed everything they needed the past few months. So I see
Yes. Yep. Let's see here. They had like I'll put the one in. Let's see. Honestly, I'll put the one in hype because I am hyped for Ace Attorney, but I'll put the 0 in enjoyment. So far, Capcom have scored a 2. So that does do a big. Did the Discorders know on this scene? Okay, Autumn.
What?
Alright, thanks. I'm guessing. Oh, this means that Discord's been no on every time we've had this scene up. That's annoying. Oh well. Not much I could do about it now.
Anyhow, I have stuff to go take care of, so I will see you guys later.
You're gonna sit me down over here, Minako.
Okay, so to recap, Ubisoft have 11, Microsoft have 8, Square Enix have 11, Limited One has 12, and Capcom has 2. Tomorrow is the last day, where we'll be hearing from both Bandai Namco and Nintendo.
Gonna be honest, I'm not expecting anything great from Bandai.
Probably not, but Lord can only hope.
Bandai can go fuck themselves for all I care.
Join us tomorrow, and if I can get my time up here, yep, at 4:30 in the afternoon, BST for Nintendo. That was a fantastic night, and take care.